Right, we've got a 1500 point battle today between Mechanised Eldar and Mechanised Imperial Guard. The mission objective is Spoils of War, normal classic deployment, and the objectives are fairly central. There's one here in the deployment zone, and then a couple strewn out all across the middle, nothing near the edges, so we're going to be swarming for the middle objectives most likely. Then Jack's about to take the first turn. We'll see if I'm able to steal initiative, and we'll see how the game goes. Cheers. End of turn 1. Jack's fire prison totally destroyed my tank. 3-6 in a row, easily smashed through it. I had a 3-up cover save, but that wasn't enough. I fluffed it. The explosion killed one guardsman, and Jack's other tank managed to. Oh, his jet bikes actually blew up the Chimera for glancing hits. And then his fire prism took down the guardsmen inside below 50%. They ran off the board. In my movement, I advanced and captured an objective. These guys moved around to hide to capture another objective. And in my firing, I managed to glance his Falcon once, his fire prism once, and then I killed 2 jet bikes, or one? Just 1 jet bike, because they've got 2-up armour and a 3-up cover save at the moment. Jack managed to get a whole bunch of psychic powers off on them. Other than that, there's not really been anything going on. So Jack got first blood, and he had D3 points for killing 3 units. And did you capture an objective as well? Yeah, so as it stands, the points are 5-2 to Jack, and we're moving into turn 2. End of turn 2, some warp spiders appeared and blew the crap out of a Hydra. The Exarch fluffed it, but everyone else did their job. Jet bikes and a Falcon together popped a Chimera, and then the guys inside got out and were pinned. That was pretty much it from Jack shooting, but he managed to secure an objective through Guardians of the Hidden Path. He secured objective 2. Was there any other points you picked up?
I stole objective 1 from yourself.
And you stole objective 1 from me. I responded by totally fluffing against that Falcon. Nothing. Did a whole bunch of shots with melters and everything. Nothing happened. But then my Eradicator tank took down his Wave Serpent, and then the Vendetta, which flew on, managed to blow up a fire prism over there. I didn't take any points though off of Jack, so the score is currently 8-2 to Jack. So that's a pretty big total so far. Let's see what happens in turn 3. So turn 3, the main aspects were Jack jumped on the Skyfire Nexus, fired everything he could into the Valkyrie, and easily took it down. Just a second. The Wraith Guard jumped out of their Wave Serpent and killed 6 of the guardsmen in the building, and then the Warp Spiders jumped round and finished the other 2 guys off. And they stood in front of the Tower Rocks. And then the Fire Prison took a shot at my Lehman Russ and stunned it this turn. Jack Eldritch stormed and managed to take a big chunk out of my Guardsman unit, and the dive and just finished them off. In my turn, my guys jumped out of the vehicle, first line fire, second round fire. Jack had some really bad rolls and lost his whole Warp Spider unit. My other Lehman Russ opened fire on the Wraith Guard and just with his first gun wiped him out. And then the other Lehman Russ managed to get a snap fire off, hit and penetrated the Wave Serpent, but then its shield managed to negate the shot. And so that's everything at the moment. Jack's got a massive lead. I'm literally hanging on to survive at the moment. Let's see where it goes into turn 4. End of turn 4. So in that turn, the Falcon opened up and with the Shimmer Shield, no, it's not called a Shimmer Shield, it's called Wave Serpent Shield, and all its weapons destroyed and completely wipes out my command unit. Jack's jet bikes opened fire on the Tower Rocks and easily took it down. His TIE Avengers are sort of Lehman Russ, but failed to do any damage, and his Fire Prism took down one of the side sponsons of my guard tank. So both tanks are 1 hit point each. In my turn, I turned around and opened 500 points worth of firepower into the unit of Die Avengers. The battle cannon scattered back onto its own tank and luckily did not damage. And then the Plasma Annihilator just missed, fluffed all its shots. I killed 2 Die Avengers, at which point I conceded because there's nothing I can do now. Final score points-wise is 15-3. I'm probably seconds away from being tabled, and I'd like to point out this is not because Eldar are OP or anything like that. There's a good solid mix of not enough good rolls for me and some decent rolls for Jack. And if we replay a couple turns here and there, it could have swung either way. It was one of those. He took out my main anti-infantry and anti-biker tank turn 1, which meant his jet bikes were fairly safe, because my other 2 tanks had to focus on his tanks. My Vendetta came on, did alright, destroyed the fire prison and got shot, so that's a pretty even exchange. But my infantry were just outclassed and demolished. And Jack was just, every turn he was picking up points. It's one of those. I think I'd happily do a rematch, and hopefully I'd hope there'd be a totally different outcome next time, where I wouldn't be by turn 4 having to retreat. My one good point for my commander is that she managed to escape the battlefield and fleeing, so she's actually still alive to fight another day. I'm sure the guard can find a few more tanks. Cheers, thank you, bye.